police interceptor intake. Odd in a way. Say hi, Milo Bubby. Because see how massive these are. Big, huge ports. Look at the size of those. Let me see if I can turn my flashlight on. Look at the size of those tunnels. They are just tunnels in there. They designed this intake. This is kind of like a high-rise. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they use the Ford weird spreadboard thing. I'm going to try to actually machine this out. Because if you look, see this holly square bore gasket? Check it out. It fits right on here. But I can't put a square bore carburetor on it unless I get this milled out and taking this hogged out. Then I can put a regular holly carb on because I really want to use this intake. Sleeper look. The rudders, everything I believe are 100% Cobra Jet, but this ain't. Should have been a spreadboard Rochester, I think. And look at these. Look how big and massive they are. 2.5-inch dumps. They try to keep the restriction down. Something fierce. Look at this one. On. But Ford always had a problem with the 460s and the exhaust ports because the bolt holes would be in the way. So what they did was they took and they moved the bolt hole completely out of the picture. They put it over here instead of cast into this. I believe that's to get bigger ports, I believe. But I mean even inside, because normally you would have a bump here on this side also. So even inside, they're actually very free-flowing manifolds. I mean, they're directed very well. Hopefully these work out, and Lord only knows what I'm going to put them on. But this is all high-dollar stuff here. My opinion is you don't find this anymore. I do know there's another police interceptor, but he wants way too much for it. Way too much. And then we have the cylinder heads that have the bigger exhaust ports, the bigger intake ports. They're not quite as big as a Cobra Jet, but they're bigger. I think Cobra Jet's 2 1/4. The police interceptors are 2 1/8 on the intake ports. They still have screw-in studs, guide plates, smaller chambers, all of that stuff. But another thing a lot of people don't realize, deck height's different. 68 to 70, I think, is a 1030. 71 and 72 is a 1032, I think. And then, no, 1030, 68 to 70, 1031, 71 and 72, I believe. And then 1032, the rest. Each one of those numbers is a point compression. So even to put these on one of my 460s, because of the deck height, I'm still probably looking at 9.5 to 1, or it should have been 11.5 to 1, unless I put different pistons or mill the deck on the block, something to that effect to make it what I want it, which I don't even know when I'm going to get those Cobra Jet heads. I have another set under the bench. I have 68 to 70 460 heads. They're going to go into dually. They'll bring that compression up on that. We're going to switch that over to 85. Yeah, a lot of goodies going on there. So these are just a couple of tidbits on a police interceptor. And the block, like you said, should have 4-bolt mains, but this one was 30 over, so it don't. But the block should be 4-bolt mains. They should have a little bit better connecting rods in them, flat top pistons. Maybe we won't find one complete that I can use the entire thing. Who knows? So just throwing a couple of those things at you, keeping you up to speed. So we're going to get those heads out in a couple of days, and we'll see how that concoction, that nuclear concoction I made did. So like, subscribe, share, do whatever else you need to do down there. Comment, help the channel out. Remember, all these projects that I work on, the stuff I do here, still cost me. The more subscribers I have, it's easier to do it. Then it's rough. So, like, subscribe, share, do whatever you need to do down there. Once again, I can't ask enough. Thank you, and have a good evening. Milo, say bye.